Watching the Detectives, a quiz where you have to, for each question, name the detective and the author of the book or the creator. Plus, there are a couple of questions with supplementaries. Number 1. According to the author's website, this detective is a professional misanthrope, made much more cynical by the job he does. He delights in flaunting authority, he smokes and drinks, he doesn't play by the rules. But ardent fans did not like the John Hannah version. Number 2. This is Sweden's most famous export since ABBA, arguably. He's a messily divorced, diabetic, fast food addict. The author named him just by looking up entries in a telephone book. Number 3. She lives in Chicago and works as a private investigator. She is lean, athletic and a brunette. A karate expert, unafraid of physical confrontations. She's also hot-tempered, sarcastic and fiercely self-reliant. Considered a feminist and on the left of US politics. Her nickname is Vic, V-I-C. Number 4. He's a cop in the Oslo Police Department. Born in 1965, he has lots of relationships, but finally marries in the book named Police. The novels showcase Oslo's real locations, especially a particular restaurant called Schroeder's. In a film version of the book The Snowman in 2017, the detective was played by Michael Fassbender. Number 5. A spinster, this amateur detective living in a village first appeared in The Tuesday Night Club and was seen last 50 years later in Sleeping Murder. For an extra point, can you name the actress who, between 1993 and 2001, took the role on radio when the BBC dramatised all the novels? Number 6. According to Wikipedia, this detective period drama is the third longest running daytime BBC drama series after Doctors and Moving On and not including soaps. It is set in a fictional village in the Cotswolds, and already a 9th series has been commissioned for broadcast in 2021. Number 7. BBC TV cosy crime drama. Filmed in Lancashire, especially Burnley, Blackburn and Darwin. There were 4 series between 1996 and 1998. The retired detective is mostly helped by her young lodger Geoffrey, whilst her husband Frank tends to the home. Number 8. Set in the 1960s and 70s in the Oxford City Police Department, there have been 7 series of this show and an 8th has been commissioned. The detectives' superiors in the police force are played by actors Roger Allam and Anton Lesser. Number 9. She is constantly having to prove herself in a male-dominated police force in London and latterly in Manchester too. There have been 7 series of this ITV drama. The actress playing the role throughout describes her as extremely directed, ambitious, talented and uncompromising. Number 10. This detective chief inspector is a widower, quiet, methodical, sagacious, scrupulously honest, and frequently underestimated by his foes. Set aside a couple of hours to watch on ITV. He is assisted by his driver, Sam. Number 11. Set in Copenhagen, this Danish cop is played by Sophie Grabol. Each episode covered 24 hours of the investigation. And she's also famous for her jumpers. Just give me the name of the cop and the series, please, for this one. Number 12. The books describing this detective were written first in the 1930s and are set in France. A recent TV version in 2016 and 2017, however, was filmed in Hungary and starred Rowan Atkinson. Number 13. Known as a consulting detective, he has proficiency in observation, deduction, forensic science, and logical reasoning. He appeared in print from 1887 to 1927. And as a supplementary question, name the actors who played the 2 leading roles in a 2010 production for TV set in modern times. Number 14. This Swedish cop possibly has Asperger's syndrome. She works for the Malmö County Police and is partnered with a Danish cop in the 2011 series known as The Bridge. Her initials are S for sugar, N for Nelly. And finally, number 15. A gentleman detective who also writes poetry and has had several collections published. He has appeared in 14 books, initially as a widower, but in The Private Patient in 2008, he remarries.